folks, Rowan here. If you're anything like me, you've been all over YouTube trying to find videos to practice your slide playing, songs you can copy, little tutorials you can watch, and I found a lot of them really useful. But after a year of playing slide and being fairly dedicated to it, I realized that so much of what you actually want to learn in those tutorials and videos where much more experienced slide players do things instinctively. And what I'm hoping to do for you today is break down 4 things that I've picked up over a year of playing slide that I either had to find out for myself or really practice to get better at, but that take your slide playing to kind of another level and give you a couple of little tricks that sound really cool. The first technique is much like a pick rake, where you're using your thumb and your index or middle finger to create sort of an emphasis on a note, where you'll drag your thumb over the strings without striking them in a percussive way, and then finalize the movement by pulling up on the string. And when paired with a slide into the note, it really does emphasize the note beautifully. And the trick is really to not rake too hard with your thumb, to try and mute everything with your palm of your picking hand, and where you can, mute as much of the fretboard other than that string that is going to be struck. And if you get your technique right, you can actually play your drone note at the same time. Now I'm going to bugger this up, but I'll try it. The next technique is playing behind the slide, fretting behind the slide. And really there are plenty of instructions and YouTube clips out there that will help you, what it is that you play behind the slide. Mine's really about getting used to the pressure that you apply, and sometimes allowing the slide note to ring while you play a different note behind the slide. An example of that might be, I wish I could tell you, exactly how to do it, but in effect, you're just trying to work out how much weight to apply on this finger, on that slide. And I found that with products like the Rock Slide, where you've got that little divot that allows that ring finger to slot in there, it just gives some extra stability, which really helps to determine how much weight to put on so that you don't A, fret out, but B, it allows you to play that note behind the slide. So the last one is pulling off and on for open notes. Open notes and open strings are your friend in open tunings. I'm playing an open D, and really it's giving you a lot more freedom on the fretboard, particularly around this area here, where you can pull off to an open, but the trick is getting back on there for a fretted note without it sounding like this. Or this. And I found the trick is, again, using these 2 fingers simultaneously and dampening the note with your ring finger at the same time as the slide. So you come back onto the note with those two fingers together. It takes a bit of practice and work, but eventually you'll find that it dampens just enough to take that really harsh, abrasive, kind of tinny, echoey sound out without muting the note at the same time.